Well, the Environmental Defense Fund recently released a new interactive tool that allows people to see the footprint of all NOAA agencies, from the National Weather Service to the National Ocean Service and every agency in between. Houston Chronicle meteorologist Justin Ballard joins us now to break down this new tool and how we can use it. So welcome back to the show, Justin.
Thank you for having me. I know we've kind of been talking about NOAA, for the better part of the last, 9-10 months, since January 20th. And really, I think so many of us, myself included, still don't fully comprehend just how widespread NOAA's impact is.
Yes, and it was really fascinating when you sent this. Of course, I had to go and do some deep dives. So it's really neat. You get a new map, and it's showing just how much Texas depends on NOAA from everything from hurricane tracking and also flood forecasts. So what are we learning from this tool?
Yeah, there's just a little sample there of that interactive tool. You've got it zoomed in there into Harris County, Southeast Texas. You see obviously the forecast office down in League City, Dixon. You've also got quite a few coastal sort of NOAA footprints there. But basically what this map is showing, it's not necessarily new information, right? It's just compiled into one source so that we can really see everything that NOAA touches. And not just Texas, of course, this is across the country. You see all those dots. All those dots represent something that NOAA has touched in some form or fashion, or that NOAA touches. So obviously it's a wide-reaching impact.
Yeah, and I mean, even in Texas, when we had that zoomed in a little bit closer, it looked like there was a lot of impact. And if you go through each of those little dots, it's kind of wild to see. There's a lot of stuff going on that we don't even know about.
Exactly. A lot of the blue dots that you're seeing on your screen, I know those dots are probably a little small, hard to see, but they're there. The blue dots represent forecast service offices as well as Southern Regional Climate Centers. So, those kind of forecast offices are what's shown in the blue, but there's a lot of coastal impacts. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a second. But obviously, NOAA, I mean, when you think about satellites, for instance, we've got true color satellites shown behind us. And even something as simple as this tells us a lot about what's going on in the atmosphere. And without this, we're kind of forecasting in the blind.
That's very true. And this is something, we use on the daily, to be able to see what's happening.
We do.
But also, there's a lot of other things, that are embedded in this. Let's walk through it.
Yes, absolutely. So this new tool, again, reminds us that NOAA has really wide footprint, wide and varied. So it's not just weather, it's not just climate, it's not just ocean, it's all of that. It includes 735 NOAA sites, including National Weather Service offices. There's 122 of those, and fisheries. Of those, there's quite a few that are strung across Texas' Gulf Coast. And then there's nearly 30 NOAA sites, again, as we were just kind of showing, across the state of Texas. And then the last sort of point that we have here, NOAA has sort of a tremendous return on investments, bringing in billions. Just the National Weather Service, just last year, $1.3 billion was their budget for the year for 2024. They brought in over $100 billion just from research, academia, and those government partnerships, with services. So, I mean, it brings in a tremendous amount of value for a really small amount of the overall federal budget.
And I love that they put this map together because it really helps us see what's at stake. Why do they actually want people paying a closer attention to NOAA's role right now?
We really want to keep highlighting, right? And I say we, speaking as weather and climate sort of industry, we really want to keep people top of mind that NOAA is really, really important. If we see cuts to NOAA, going forward over the next, couple of years beyond, that will obviously put us back in terms of research, in terms of what we know about how storms evolve. And we know along the Gulf Coast, we're particularly vulnerable to really powerful hurricanes and, of course, even winter storms. So without that research, it could put us behind, not necessarily this year, not necessarily next year, but in the years and the decades to come.
Okay, thank you so much, Justin, for breaking that down today, bringing a very important issue to light. But hey, Justin,
I'm ready.
Guess what day it is? It is Weather Joke Wednesday, and I love doing this with you every single week. Okay, so my question today, my joke is going to do a little bit of Halloween and weather, like my two favorite things.
I like that.
So my question today is, why don't witches like winter?
Oh gosh.
Why don't witches? I'm trying to make sure it doesn't scroll up on you.
So
if you saw it, it's okay.
I was reading the joke and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know an answer because it's too cold.
That's close, because they don't like cold spells.
Oh, too many cold spells. So funny.
That's a good one,
I was very close. I was very close.
You were very close. I like the way you were thinking. Okay, good job, Justin. We did it today.
Thank you.